Hey y'all, I hope that y'all are doing amazing. This is Helen Honey, and we're back with another video. So today's video will be about stay focused. It's all a game. So when I say stay focused, I'm saying stay focused on yourself. Focus on what you have going on in your reality and how you can be the person you desire to be, how you can reach the goals you desire to reach, and how you can be fully fulfilled within your life. So in life, we know it's different things. We know it's different distractions. We know that it's a agenda going on when it comes down to division. So when we talk about division, it's division against mother and children, a division against father and children, a division against light and dark, a division against all these different things. Regardless if it's how you look, how you act, it is an agenda going on. And when I say it is agenda going on, I mean it is constantly comparison. It is constantly feeling like you're not good enough in life. And I've noticed this. I've noticed this for some time. How it's easy for us to see what other people got going on and compare ourselves. It's easy for us to feel like we're not at where we desire to be at. I feel if we're playing a game, that means we got to be smart about how we move. And when I say how we move, mentally, if we're playing a game, it is a mental game. If a person got your mind, they got you. So let's be real. We're going to be real today. If we talk about slavery, they had to enslave their minds before they was able to enslave their bodies. So we have to realize that everything is mental first. They go after your mind first. So of course, it's easy to enslave someone when you're always pushing fear. Of course, it's easy to make someone feel like the world is full of chaos because you're always pushing fear. But in reality, we have to be aware of this game. We have to be aware of what's happening not just around us, but what's happening within us. If I say this is a game, you are the character and you're playing this game called life, this game that is a part of this 3D realm. I'm saying that how you respond to things feed things. What do I mean? I mean, they can post something on the news and you can get mad and you can have fear, and you're feeding the energy. You're feeding the situation. You're feeding what they want you to feed. Now, if we're talking about energy harvesting, each time that you respond in a way, each time that you get mad about something that the media, that society put out, each time that you get sad about something that the media and society puts out, you're letting your energy be put on what they want to be put on. So I need you, as the character of this game, to take back the controller. I need you to start playing the game because it's a mind game. We have to realize from an early age, in the household, in school, in church. Everything is a part of the mental game. How you react is important. When you react to something, that thing, that person has power over you. If someone walk into the room and you get irritated, that person has power over you. So we're talking about mental, the mental plane. How strong is your mind? Because you could be strong physically all day long, but how strong is your mind? You have to constantly build the muscles that's inside of your mind. I'm not talking about reading a book, which you can because I read books. I'm not talking about going to school, which you can because I went to school. What I'm saying is, it's more to building your mind than reading a book. It's more to building your mind than going to school. It's people that went to school for years, got degrees. But when it comes down to life, when it comes down to how they respond in life, they don't have strength. They don't have mental strength. They don't have mental endurance to get to know that I don't have to react. I don't have to respond. Because I know by me responding, I know I am feeding into the energy. I am making the situation grow. Remember how we talked about what you give attention to, what you pay attention to grows? So if you're paying attention to something that's negative, if you're paying attention to something that is chaotic, you're growing that. If everything is energy, and you are energy, you are a creator as well. That means what you think grows. How you feel is important because your feelings also attracts. Your feelings also make things come into reality. So we have to know that if we're playing a game, I have the ability to put in my character what I desire to put in my character. Whether it's strength, whether it's resilience, whether it's perseverance, whatever characteristic, I have to build that within me. I have to build that from my mind and my heart first. The key is your heart and your mind. That is the key. So when we talk about staying focused, I mean stay focused on you. I have had so many dreams in the past of chaos happening around me, and I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling like nothing happening. I remember having a dream maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. It's my godmother, it's her ex-husband, it's my wife, and it's me in the backseat, right? We on the freeway. It's literally flooding. It's flooding. When I say flooding, it's flooding like a tsunami came. And we driving on the freeway while everybody else is panicking. Everybody else is scared. Everybody else around us is screaming. And we chilling like nothing's happening. I also had another dream of the sky looking like it was on fire. Like solar flares in the sky. Me and my wife watching everybody around us in the dream. Everybody screaming, running around. And we just chilling. What is it to fear? What is it to fear when you know that you came back in this incarnation for a reason? You could have came back at any time, but you decided to come back at this time. I wonder why. It is a reason why your soul chose to come back at this time in place. Wherever you live, you have to know that it's not nothing that you can't get through on this earthly realm that your soul is not prepared for. We have to realize that everything is a way of you being able to overcome yourself. And when I say overcome yourself, I don't look at things in one way. And when I say I don't look at things in one way, yeah, I know that social media got a way of pushing negativity. I know that social media got a way of pushing fear. I know that the news got a way of pushing fear and negativity, because I stopped watching the news when I was like 9th grade. I started to notice it's so much negativity. You saying it's the news, but why can't it be positive news? Why is there so much death? Why is there so much negativity on the news? I started to realize it had something to do with my depression when I was watching the news, because who wants to hear negativity 24/7? And I started to realize that just because negativity and chaos is pushed doesn't mean that it's not an other side to that. I know that it's a yin and a yang to everything. I know that it's a light and a dark to everything. So that means that I can look at something from one way, or I can look at something from two ways. And that's me stepping out of my human body. That's me looking from things from a higher perspective, a bird-eye view. We talk about a bird-eye view. A bird-eye view means you high up and you're able to see more. You're able to see the bigger picture. You're able to see the full spectrum of what's happening. You take yourself out of it and you look above it. You look over it. You look through it. You have to know that it's a bigger picture that is being painted. You are the painter. You are the canvas. And you have to realize that you have the ability to paint whatever picture you want to paint. You don't let somebody else take your paintbrush and start painting what they want to paint on your canvas. See, we think that the canvas and the paint is two different things. But what in reality, what if they're communicating with each other? We know that canvases is paper, which is the earth element. We know that we're using paint, right? Okay? When you're painting something, you letting that energy flow through you. You're not questioning if this is right or not. You know it's right because it's your canvas. Can't nobody tell you what you gotta paint on your canvas. We gotta realize that just because certain agendas are being pushed and has been pushed for years, decades, doesn't mean that we have to give our attention. Doesn't mean that we have to subscribe to it. Doesn't mean that we gotta consume it, because we consume a lot. I never understood why people see negative things on social media and share. What you sharing negativity for? It's like it's easier for people to share negativity before they share positivity. What's that about? So you sharing what's happening in a different country, but you can't share some positivity. What is you sharing that going to do? Push more negativity, push more chaos. And people are not even aware of this. People are not even aware. It became normal to be negative. It has become normal to share negative shit. It's like negative shit get pushed around more than positive. Why you think rumors last so long? Because it's easy to push negativity before positivity. You see some stuff on social media, it got thousands of views. Negativity. But you see somebody talk about some positive shit that's going to help you, that's going to motivate you, that's going to encourage you, and you barely going to see any likes. You barely going to see any views. It's like, what you prefer? You prefer the negativity over the positivity? You know, it takes more energy to think a negative thought than think a positive thought. Imagine that. Imagine you working up the energy in your being to think something negative when it would have took less of that energy to think of something positive. So we have to realize and be aware of what's happening. If you keep seeing negativity in your reality, what are you paying attention to? Are you giving your energy to that? Are you subscribing to that? Is that what you want in your reality? Because you can continue to see it. Baby, you will never see me post or share anything negative. What is that going to help? Can I help them people in that other country? Or am I just adding on to the energy? You got to be aware. You have to be aware of what's happening. If all is mental, and the universe is mental and mind first, I have to be aware of what I'm giving my energy and time to. I remember when I was younger, I think I was like 14, 15. I used to watch Bad Girls Club. That used to be my show. Could nobody tell me nothing. That used to be my show. I used to say, I want to go on Bad Girls Club. Toxicity. Toxicity. Why would I want to go somewhere that's toxic? They fight 24/7. Like, it's drama. Like, what we doing? Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? Like, I had to realize, where is your energy going? Like, what are you feeding? What are you consuming? What are you looking at? What are you hearing? Because you can consume in different ways. Consume through your eyes, consume through your ears, consume through your stomach. Consume. And I realized that I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of me feeding myself negativity, me feeding myself chaos, toxicity. For what? For what? Because if I'm feeding myself that, I'm only going to get that back in return. I'm only going to get more of that back in return. So why feed myself that? Why consume something that's poison? It don't make sense. So when we talk about staying focused, I mean stay focused mentally, physically, emotionally. A lot of us get on social media and let social media be the dictator of our emotions. We get on social media and get snatched. We get snatched. It's like we get hijacked emotionally. You go into an app, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, especially Facebook. Facebook is so negative. You go on social media, you get into a portal because these apps are portals. Why do you think you scroll for so long? Why do you think you can't get off of social media? It's a portal, just like your TV is a portal. But anyways, you see one video, it makes you laugh, right? And then you see another video, it makes you mad. And then you see another video, it makes you cry. Who is in control of your emotions? Because it's not seeming like it's you. It's seeming like everybody else and everything else have dominance over your emotions. Who's creating who reality? Who's creating who reality? Because when you allow for your emotions to be everywhere, by the things you see, the things you hear, you're being controlled. You're being controlled. And we say, oh, no, nobody got control over me. Don't nobody got power over me. But every time you get on social media, you allow control to be over you. Each time that you get on social media and say, I'm going to be on here for 5 more minutes, and you be on there for an hour. I've done it. I know. But I'm aware. I'm aware of what's happening. Because I'm paying attention to myself. We don't pay attention to ourselves. We just go and go and go and go and think it's normal. And it's not. It's not normal. If you haven't realized yet, your phone is a drug. I learned that. When I went a year without having a phone, when I went a year without having social media, I learned that your phone is a drug. And it's like immediate gratification for the things we see, the things we hear. And I'm not saying you can't get on social media. And I ain't saying that you can't see positive stuff on social media. And I ain't saying you can't see encouraging things on social media. But let's be real. Let's just be real for real. Let's be real. Majority of the things that we see and consume on social media are distractions. Some of it don't even matter. And I say it doesn't matter because we don't even know if it's real. Everything that I see or hear on social media, I don't assume that it's real. Because I know it's something bigger that's happening. I know that something is trying to be pushed. So, a long time ago, I stopped really reacting on what other people thought I should be reacting to. It's like you mad about what's happening in the media. But what is you being mad going to do? It's not going to do anything. So why don't you use the energy, that anger, and transmute that shit and turn it to something else? Create something. That's what alchemy is you transmuting energy, you transmuting that anger, you transmuting that resentment, you transmuting and you using it for something that you desire to use it for. So we talk about staying focused. Every day I pour into myself. Every day I'm feeding myself. I'm like the seed and I'm the gardener. So I garden my own seeds. I water my own seeds. I pull the roots out of my own garden. Because don't think that I don't sometimes have negative thoughts. Don't think sometimes fear don't try to come in. I'm in this human body, but I also have to be aware. I have to be aware of how I'm feeling and know that fear is not my true state. It's a byproduct of this 3D realm. I can let fear push me, or I can let fear hold me back. I decide that. It's my choice. You have that choice. So when I say stay focused on your mind. Stay focused on how you respond. Stay focused on how you feel. Are you letting your emotions constantly run you? Because if you ask me, when it comes to emotions, because we always let our emotions go up and down, it be triggered by other people and be triggered by other things. Sometimes we don't even realize that just as a child could be crying in 1 second and then the next second they happy, we do the same thing. But if you go to the doctor and you tell them that, they're going to say you bipolar, right? They're going to say you bipolar. They're going to say you bipolar. So I just want us to be aware. I want us to be aware of what's happening within us. If this world is a reflection of my mind and my state of being, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that my mind in my state of being is clear, is grounded. Even with the music, let's talk about it. Even with the music, if you don't think the music is being controlled, I don't know what to tell you. And I ain't saying I don't listen to music, because I love music. But let's be real. I remember going to this house party. This is like, maybe 5 years ago, 4 years ago. I went to this house party. It was a friend of the family. And I remember talking to this goddess there, and she was saying how she don't listen to, regular music no more. She only listens to R&B and jazz. And I love jazz. If I don't know, that's one of my favorite musics, jazz. It relaxes me. It helps me be creative. And I remember her telling me that. And when she told me, I was like, you don't listen to regular music, the fuck? I was like, the fuck? Why you don't listen to regular music? Like, but I kid you not. Maybe 6 months later, I took a break from rap music. I took a break from all that, because I started to realize that some of the music is depressing. Some of the music, it don't uplift you, it lowers you. And don't get me wrong, it's a list of rap songs that I mess with. It's a list of rap songs that I can rap word by word. But I'm also aware of the words in music. I'm also aware of the frequencies that music give off. If you don't know the subliminal messages that's in music, I need you to be aware. I need you to be aware of the beats, the frequencies, and the words that music holds. Now, one of my favorite artists used to be Mo3 from Dallas. And a lot of his music was about shooting, robbing, killing. Then, later on in his music career, he got shot. He got killed. So you telling me what he rapped about actually happened? If you don't think the words that come out your mouth are spells, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. If you don't know how powerful your words are, I don't know what to tell you. Because we have to be more aware. We have to be more aware of what's happening to us and what's going through us. If we're not aware, we're consuming all that. I talked about in one of my videos, I talked about how music and sound frequency have a way of constructing your cells in your body. So if you're listening to low vibrational music, your body and your cells in your body is picking up on that. I need you to be aware. My videos would never push fear. All my videos are going to do is to make you aware of yourself. Because I know how it feels to not be aware. I know how it feels to feel like so much negativity happening around me, but you don't got a part in that. I want to get away from toxicity, but you're not toxic. I had to realize that, like, you saying you want to get away from drama and toxicity, but you toxic yourself. Like, I had to realize that. I had to have this conversation with myself. Everything that I tell y'all, I have experienced. Everything that I tell y'all, I had to have these conversations with myself. Everything that I tell y'all, I had to go through. I don't tell y'all stuff just to tell y'all stuff. Everything that I tell y'all, I'm telling y'all from experience. I may be only 28, but baby, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. Wisdom is important. And this is 28, so imagine 40. Like, imagine me at 40. Like, wisdom. I love wisdom. It's a teacher, if you allow it. If you allow wisdom to be a teacher, it's a teacher. So, I just want y'all to be aware. To stay focused. Stay focused on you. Stay focused on what's happening in your reality. On one side, it could be saying, there's so much stuff happening in the money market. It's so much stuff happening with the economy. But what if on the other side, people still making money? On the other side, people are becoming millionaires. On the other side, people are becoming wealthy. So what reality are you living in? What reality are you subscribing to? What reality are you paying attention to? Because in my reality, I don't accept that. I don't accept that in my reality. I accept nothing but wealth. I accept nothing but growth. I accept nothing but expansion. So that's what I'm going to get. I'm not paying attention to things I don't want, because I don't want them to grow. Stay focused. What they say, mind your mind. Pay attention to your mind. Pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to your emotions. Pay attention to how you feel. Mind your mind. It's gold. You have gold in you. But it's up to you to realize that you have gold in you. It's up to you to remember that you have gold in you. You're so much more. You're so much more than letting people control how you feel, how you think, and how you act. Are you a creator? Are you letting other people create for you? Are you being the person to govern your life, or are you letting other people govern you? Because we could talk about the government, or we could talk about how we're governing ourselves. So I just wanted to get that off my chest because I've been feeling like this for a minute. I've been feeling like the distractions are distracting, because everywhere you look is something else. But I'm choosing to focus on myself. I'm choosing to stay focused. And I can only reach my destination by me staying focused. So I need you. I need you to stay focused on you. I need you to pour into you every day. Even if you got to turn the TV off for an hour a day. even if you got to put your phone down for an hour. I sit with myself 30 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour. I remember my wife had a client. It was like 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, she had a client. And I decided for an hour straight. To sit in silence without doing anything. What we always moving for? You would think that we got ADHD, how much we be moving. So I had to be aware in this fast moving world to slow down. What we rushing for? What are we rushing for? To get to where? So many people be rushing and don't be getting anywhere. So I just wanted to give that message. I thank y'all and I love y'all. Before we go, I do want to pull a card, an affirmation card. I know it's been a minute, y'all. Let me see. Let's see what the card is for today, y'all. Today, I am loved. Today, I will know in my heart that I deserve love and respect. Okay, one more card, y'all. Let's get the bottom card. Okay, this is the card that came out. Today, I will forgive. Today, I will forgive any past mistakes I have made and love myself unconditionally. Unconditionally. That means regardless of the mistakes, regardless of your past, regardless of the things you don't like about yourself, unconditionally. I've been going mentally on a no criticism challenge. I have expressed this to no one. My wife don't even know. I've been going on a no criticism challenge. Every day that I look in the mirror, I'm telling myself how I love myself, how I'm beautiful. Because it's so easy to criticize yourself. It's so easy to judge yourself. So why don't I do the opposite? Why don't I love on myself? It's like the whole world is going to judge me anyways. The whole world got something to say anyways. The world's going to criticize you anyways. Why wouldn't I? Or why wouldn't I love on myself? Why wouldn't I give myself that same love? Unconditionally, with no strings attached. Just because I'm me. Just because I chose to come back as me in this lifetime. I thank y'all. I love y'all. And if y'all resonated with anything in this video, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Don't be scared. I don't bite. Please leave a comment, a heart or something. Until next time, healing honey, peace.